Hey, I'm Patrick. Welcome to Meditations on Being. I wanted to bring to you today a permission slip that I've enjoyed really much recently from Bashar. If you're unfamiliar with what a permission slip is, it's basically an excuse for you to believe in something that you want to believe in. So, if you a good example of this is like when people in sports do a specific ritual before they before they compete. It's like something that tells you or your brain that you are now about to do the thing that you want to do, and it gets you ready for that. Even though, like in theory, you could do these things without doing that. It just is something that makes it easier to believe. And so this particular permission slip, I don't know what it's called, but it's in his Stone Watchers video. If you want to check that out, then I highly encourage it. But basically, the idea is that you can connect more easily with spirits of nature, spirits, and also in particular stone spirits, spirits that are associated with rocks and stones and crystals and things like that. And so the technique involves finding I believe what he said is as pure of a crystal of one type as you can, and then cutting it into thin, like a thin slice, and then striking that thin slice. And so that can be a challenge to find that. So what I've been doing is following my serendipity to lead me to solutions for this. And one of them that I found is these not like carved quartz slabs, because quartz is actually very hard, but these are quartz chunks that are thin enough that when you strike them, it makes a sound. I'm not sure how this sounds on the recording. It might be really loud. I'll try to balance it out. But basically, the idea is that you meditate on the sound of the ringing of these crystals, and that will the idea is that it introduces you to one of the ambassadors of the stone world, the stone spirits, which each pure crystal does. So these are quartz, so this is the quartz ambassador. And the idea is that if you repeat this process, you do it over and over again. When you're out somewhere in nature near rocks that contain these minerals or crystals, then you'll be able to hear them communicating with you. You're attuning yourself to the frequencies of specific ambassadors in the rock world. And so I just wanted to share this with you today and do a quick little meditation so that you can hear the sound of these too, since I'm going through the trouble of finding different stones in as thin a configuration as I can, because this sounds cool and interesting to me. So I invite you to close your eyes, and we'll start with some deep breaths. For a count of 4 in, hold for a count of 4 at the top, exhale for a count of 4, and then hold for a count of 4. Then repeat the process. So I'm going to start that for 5 breaths now. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. And I'll catch you next time.